Hey, I'm living my best life. I ain't going back and forth with these liberals. I'm living my best life. Hey, 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 hey. I'm living my best life. I ain't going back and forth. How y'all doing? Hello, happy Friday. This is Dr. Kia. It is January the 14th, 2022, and I am over here living my best life. Excited about the breaking news that we received on yesterday evening. Yes, about something that's in the works or that has happened to make America great again or keep it great. This is a mandatory announcement. Notice the use of the word mandatory. So, you all have heard by now that the Supreme Court overthrew number 46's mandate, right? So, unfortunately, what happened was it released or overturned his mandate, but this does not apply to some medical workers that work for federal facilities or facilities that receive Medicare and Medicaid. Now, I'm not sure exactly why those particular healthcare workers were excluded from this victory, but I do know that we win wars and battles in stages. And sometimes things happen in stages so that people can see. So many times and for so long, people kept asking, are they allowing this? Why are they doing this to us? Why? And what I kept trying to tell people, or what I said, was when you realize that you are sovereign and you have reign or control over your life, and when you know the law, then you know you do not have to comply. You can literally say with your life and with your words, I do not consent. And don't consent. Here's why. I'm going to tell you why. Listen, these things unfortunately unfolded this way so that we can awaken, so we can wake up, so we can see how they pit the healthcare workers against the people, how they pit the people that listen to the mandate against those who would not, the people that would comply to all the regulations against those who would not, the liberals against the conservatives, the people on the left against the people on the right. It was just crazy. But the whole time I've been living my best life. I ain't going back and forth with these liberals. Hey. Even when they would argue against me. I wouldn't go back and forth. I just state my claim and keep it pushing. So here we go. Let's see what came out yesterday. CNN reported this. Now, you know, if CNN reported it, the mainstream people are going to listen. It says the Supreme Court, of course, they're trying to block this, block it with an ad. The Supreme Court blocks nationwide V words and testing mandate for large businesses, allowing healthcare workers, though, to still comply with the mandate. So I think it's important for us to know and understand or comprehend or overstand what the word mandate means. And this is what I kept trying to tell people. A mandate is not a law. Let me read from Black's Law Dictionary. And this is the dictionary that actually frames the real laws or the Constitution by which we live in these wonderful, great United States of America. Mandate, according to Black's Law Dictionary, 11th edition. A mandate under Roman and civil law, which is what we're living under right now, until the Republic is officially announced. Under Roman and civil law, it is a written command given by a principal to an agent, like a governor, specifically a commission or a contract by which one person, like the governor, requests someone, the mandatary, which is us, the public, to perform some service gratuitously of your free will or voluntarily. That's what gratuitously means. The commission becoming effective when the mandatory, you and me, the public, agrees. It becomes effective only if and when you comply, when you agree, when you say, I will do what you want me to do. Let's read that again. A mandate, according to Black's Law Dictionary, I encourage you to buy it. It's about $80 on Amazon. The 11th edition. Well, they have many editions, but this is the 11th edition. Under Roman and civil law, a mandate is a written command given by a principal to an agent, specifically a commissioner or a commission or a contract, by which one person, like the governor, requests someone, the mandatory, us the public, to perform some service gratuitously, which means voluntarily. The commission becoming effective when the mandatory agrees. Did you see those key words? It is something that is written, a command given from an agent to the public. Requesting, asking someone, asking the mandatory or the public to perform a service gratuitously, to perform this voluntarily. The commission becoming effective when the mandatory agrees, when the public agrees, when you and I agree. And this is why I keep saying, you are not a slave. You are sovereign. Reign means to rule. Sov means over or control. You have control over your life. You have rule. You have the power within your being to comply or not to comply, to agree or not to agree, to do what they say or what they want or not to. Nobody is forcing you. And this is what Kanye West meant when he kept saying, some people are slaves by agreement. And people were in an uproar. Oh my God, you're racist. You hate black people. Listen, let me talk to people who classify themselves as black. I'm really tired of having this conversation because a lot of y'all just don't want to listen. But some of you do. Now here's my southern accent coming out because I spent a whole lot of time in Kentucky. Black means pale, bleak, blank, void. It is a legal status that means you have no standing in law. So when 46 says, if you don't vote for me, you ain't black, then people made fun of me because I said I ain't black, voting for your retarded behind. They said, well, you ain't black. And I said, and you is right. You right. I'm not black. I'm an American, a very proud American. Cherokee is my tribe, if you want to be exact. So listen, family, this is a major victory. The Supreme Court completely overturned this mandate that was given. And it's interesting because if you look up the word mandate, if you Google it, it'll say it's a command, it's something you have to do, it's a law, yada, yada, yada. That's why I encourage you to get the Black's Law Dictionary. That is the law for these great United States of America. Now, the Supreme Court overturned this. Now, what would have happened if Mr. T, 45, now considered number 19 under the Republic, the Restored Republic, what would have happened had he not won in 2016? Where would we be had he not placed constitutional judges in the Supreme Court, or had he not supported them or nominated them? Where would we be? And this is another conversation for people who classified as black and some of my liberals with whom I had to have this discussion, but I refuse to go back and forth. Listen, people kept saying, you're a racist, Dr. Pruitt. You support white supremacy. You love white people. You ain't black. There's something wrong with you. You are a traitor, a betrayer to your people. And I'm like, my people? Who are my people? My people is the entire human race. Those are my people. My people are the people who vibrate on the same frequency. My people are the people who are part of my soul tribe. My people are the people who love the Creator, people who worship and adore the universe, people who know and understand and understand that we are one. Those are my people. So what they would say to me is, Oh, Donald Trump didn't have any black people in the Supreme Court. There's something wrong with him. He's a racist. Remember, he did say that he's a nationalist. Oh my God, he's a white supremacist. He's a white nationalist. And I had to have this conversation. What he did was supported and nominated people who understand the Black's Law Dictionary, which governs this country, and who understands, overstands, and understands the Constitution for the United States of America. I don't care if these people are purple, green, blue. All I desire is for somebody that's going to be in place to make sure that these politicians and everybody that cross these lands abide by the Constitution. So then I asked them, do you know any people that's classified as black that are adept in constitutional law? And I got crickets. I got crickets. It was silent. I couldn't hear a pin drop. Well, do you? Because if you do, why don't you write the president, number 45, and request that he puts them in the place of the Supreme Court? But you can't do that. You couldn't do that. You just wanted to blah, blah, blah. Why? White supremacy. Everybody's out to get me. Blah, blah, blah. Now, that's not to take away from any oppression you may have received. Yada, yada, yada. We know that historically certain people, classes, and people, races or colors or complexions had some drawback from these nefarious beings in power. But what I'm talking to you today is about being proactive. If you are prepared, if you know and understand the law, then you can do what it takes to make sure people that are in place will enforce the law. But these people were silent, and they just wanted to jump on the bandwagon and call 45 a racist. Let me also be clear that a nationalist is someone who loves their nation, someone who supports their nation. I'm American. I love my nation. I'm a nationalist. If you're a Moor and you love your nation, you love the Moors, you're a nationalist. If you're from Ishbantu and you love your nation, you're a nationalist. If you're Cherokee, Iroquois, whatever, Seneca, and you love your people, your culture, and your society, you're a nationalist. Being a nationalist is not the same as white supremacy. And if people who are classified as white think they're the most amazing beings on the planet, then that's awesome, because I think I'm the most amazing person on the planet. I think we're all amazing. No, words should not cast spells upon you and have control over your mind and over your life. No one actually is more supreme than another. We're all one. We're in this fight together. We are a part of the Creator, and where we go one, we go all. That's why I support that motto. So, not only did the Supreme Court overthrow that, giving us a major victory, but I told you all that the CDC revoked emergency use authorization of the PCR testing for the C word, because you cannot isolate which virus you have. So when I found out one of my loved ones was in a hospital and they said, oh, we did these testing, I sure did. I took this article and to the administrator. Can you see that? And I said, I want to know why you're still using that, because as of December 31st, it was supposed to stop. After December 31st, 2021, the CDC will withdraw the request to the U.S. Food and Drug Administration, the FDA, for emergency use authorization of the CDC 2019 C virus PCR diagnostic panel. Well, you can read that later. The CDC is providing this advance notice for clinical laboratories to have adequate time to select and implement one of the many FDA authorized alternatives, because that is no longer valid. We are winning this war. So listen, family, stay encouraged. We got this. We're winning. Now, for our nurses and doctors who do not support this Supreme Court ruling, we might have to have another fight. We know that Robert Kennedy and pilots right now have brought different regulations to the Supreme Court going against number 46 in his administration. That man looks like a plum nut, like a fool, like a babbling idiot. He and his VP, who I keep telling you all are not, she is not legitimate. She is not lawful. She was born allegedly in California, but she was born to immigrant parents who are not citizens at the time, which means although she may be native born, she is not natural born. And according to the law, you have to be a natural born citizen, not just born in the country, but you have to have an allegiance to this country. Since her parents are from Jamaica and Asia, she has an allegiance by blood and by law to the countries of her parents. Now, I've already gone over this in my video on Is VP Harris Legitimate? So that's it. We're celebrating the breaking news. You all, let's get excited and continue to live your best life. Now, what is a reality for you is what is real. A lot of people just gave in to this so-called mandate, which is only a request, so that became real to them. And now what we're witnessing is everything that was said under 46 being completely overturned because it was unlawful. You all have the power. Do not consent. If you just say, no, I won't do it, what are they going to do? Lock you up? They can't lock us all up. Use your power. With that being said, I love you. Have a wonderful day and make it great. Mwah! Peace.